Hello Libra, welcome to my channel, The Mother Speaks Tarot. My name is Allison. If you haven't already, please subscribe, like the video. It's a energetic way to support my channel. So if you do, thank you so much. I really, really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Everybody who's already subscribed and already my viewer, thank you so much. Thank you. Without you, this channel wouldn't be what it is, and I am very, very grateful. For those of you who are new, I'm also an author. I'm writing an action-adventure love story on superhero twin flames. It's called Perception, the Two Yet One. I just finished reading this book, this one, out loud live on Facebook, and I've uploaded all of those. All the links are in the description box below. I've already got book 2 written and published. Okay, so if you would like to check these out, you can watch the videos where I read book 1 aloud, and you can decide if you would like to purchase them. The links are in the description box below. And also there's a link for my friend April's astrology channel. Check her out. She's awesome. And if you would like a personal reading, I do offer those. And all of that and other stuff is in the description box below. All right, so for those of you who don't know what I'm doing, what this is all about here, I'm taking the entire month of February and dedicating it to love. Okay, and this was Goddess Isis who suggested this to me at the end of January, that I do this for the entire month of February. And so the first week of February, our messages came from Isis, and they were awesome. They were strong. She gave us beautiful, beautiful messages. If you haven't seen that, I have a playlist for every sign in the horoscope, in the zodiac rather. And then last week I asked Aphrodite and Venus, basically that same energy, the goddess of love, and those were also really beautiful. So all of those are in your sun sign, okay, playlist. This week, while there are more ascended masters than goddesses in the traditional sense, this week we're asking the Marys, Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene. I had been getting this card a lot in my personal readings for myself, as well as in other readers' readings for me for Libra. I'm a Libra. And I have a few readers on YouTube that I trust, and I watch them, and I vibe with them. And so I had a miracle. I made a video on that. I have another playlist here that it says special The Mother Speaks Tarot videos. I have a video on there where I sing. I have a video where I'm dancing. And now I have this video about this miracle of how I got this deck, which is the same deck that I first started out with when I was very young. It's called the Medieval Scapini deck. It's really awesome. It's done by Luigi Scapini. And this was, the copyright is 1985. And then I also got these cards, the Rider Tarot, this little tiny itty bitty deck. So cute. I'm going to use these for clarifiers. This one was, their copyright is 1971, which is the year I was born. And I just was, these decks came to me rather miraculously. And because I kept getting this, I had to make a video to publicly be grateful for this miracle that occurred for me. All right, so let's get started. As a reader, I read minor arcana cards as messages about your free will. I read major arcana cards as messages about your divine blueprint. Your divine blueprint is the plan that you made for yourself before you incarnated so that you would encounter and hopefully learn certain life lessons that, when learned, raise the vibration of your soul. And then the next time you incarnate, you have a higher life path number. These are single digit numbers from 1 to 9. And once you get to 9, you can possibly reach enlightenment. So what we're dealing with here is a kind of destiny, but not really, because free will changes everything. It's a gift. Okay? So let's get started. At the heart of everything for you at this time, Libra, you've got the Page of Swords. There we go. Okay. This is a very different page than how we see him in other decks. This one reminds me that okay, so air is your energy. You already know that, along with Gemini and Aquarius. So, I mean, this could be another air sign, or this could just be the energy of this card, but somebody is watching you. Okay, this is a card for spying. And this is, this is like not cyber stalking, but, well, for some of you, possibly. But I just feel like somebody's watching you on social media. They may be saying sharp words about you behind your back or even publicly. Okay, I have a black cat and I don't find them to be bad luck, but I have had an experience with an energetic black cat. And right after I saw it, a lot of bad stuff happened. So this is telling me this is not good. Okay. There is, this person doesn't really have good intentions for you. Now, the next energy here is, that is crossing this energy of the Page of Swords, is the Seven of Coins. Okay. Now this also, now you'll see here that these are all the pages. There's the Page of Swords right there. They're playing like they're gambling and he's losing. Okay, and then we have the other pages. And in other decks, this will say failure. In the Thoth deck, it says failure. And I always say there's no such thing as failure. There's always only lessons, okay? The imagery on this card doesn't really say that. I just feel like the Seven of Pentacles, or coins in this case, for me is about tending the garden of your life, okay? Not just watching the fruits of your labor ripen, but to get in there and keep making sure that everything's watered and weeded and all that stuff. This looks like they're just, they're gambling. They're just kind of fooling around. They're not doing what they're supposed to do. There's some sort of, I just feel like this is, this has to do with a gamble. Somebody is gambling with something, and it has to do with money. All right, well, let's keep going. If we have to, we'll pull a clarifier on that, okay? Because this normally is, for me, this is also perseverance in the face of adversity, okay? So you could be overcoming that kind of frustration that has to do with your job or work. But I just feel like there's some sort of gambling. Somebody's taking a chance, and it has to do with money. All right, enough of that. At the root of everything here, we have the Three of Cups. And this is water energy. This is very intuitive energy. This is friends. I'm feeling this card can mean a lot of stuff. You might want to have a reunion or a reconciliation. You may be trying to plan a celebration such as a wedding or an anniversary. But I'm just feeling like this has to do with friends, because this also means friends. Okay. So I just feel with these three cards here, somebody's spying on you because they're gambling with something that has to do with money. And they're obviously involved because this is the Page of Swords right there. And he's suffering. I feel like it's from karma because of what he's doing here. He's spying on you, and I have a feeling he's not saying good stuff. He's just bad luck. And bad luck, I don't really believe in luck. I believe in energy. So I guess to say he's bad energy, he's gambling with something that has to do with money, and it has to do with you. And I think it's your friends, somebody that you think is a friend. Now, here's the energy that's moving out of your life at this time. This is also about intuition. This is about there's been a deception, and I think that this is what's come to light. You know that it's friends. You know that there's something that you're not seeing, but you can feel it because this is a card of intuition. This is also a card of things like slander. I just think that you're realizing this already. You know this already. You know what's going on with this spying and this gambling with your money somehow, and that it's supposedly a friend or a third party situation, and this is why this is the energy that's moving out of your life at this time. Okay? This energy of trickery, falseness, false friends. You know. For me as a reader, the next two cards are future cards. And they are both major arcana cards. Okay, so this energy of you knowing is very important because this is a major arcana card. Trust your intuition. You know when something's not right. Okay? You know intuitively when somebody is not, when people are side-eyeing you, when people are making announcements or about themselves, and it just sounds like you're in there somehow, okay, but it's you can't really say until it all comes out, because then it'll just look like you're paranoid. So learning to have this intuition as well, knowing when to speak and when not to, you've learned. Now this is one of your future cards, and this is the Justice in reverse. This is you. You've come into your own reading to tell yourself what you already know. You're going to be made aware of an injustice. These two cards. Because Libra, as a Libra myself, I know that we're all about, this is the sword of truth. And this is the scales that come from way back to the Egyptian goddess Ma'at and before. The idea of beginnings and endings, the balance of life, the karma, the energies that create karma. Libra, because you're the scales, you're like a walking karma giver in a way. And that's because you live this energy. You live by the truth. You live by equality and justice. Okay? You believe in justice. You speak your truth. You live your truth. You're kind and fair to everybody. So when people start talking about you, when people start attacking you for no reason, which happens when you live in a high vibe, in high vibration. It just happens, okay? That's an injustice. Okay? This also talks about this bad luck. And I don't believe in bad luck, but bad luck is a way of saying bad juju. This is not a good omen. Okay? This can be things like bigotry and bias, excessive severity, totally unfair. Okay? Which is why I'm not surprised here to see the devil in your other future section. And I feel like this one's going to happen first because this is toxicity. This is quote unquote evil. Now, evil is, when it comes to stuff like that, I'm not, I don't believe that anybody is born evil, okay? But this is the disruptive forces. This is the, these are the energies that we don't like. This is stuff like, not just, toxicity, but troubles, violence, dominance, even things like substance abuse, because you can become a slave to like that. This is slavery. You can become a slave to things. You see what I'm saying? And this is not passion. Sometimes this is like, if this was a love reading and everything around here was like really good, and then you get this card, I would say this is a hot and heavy relationship. The devil doesn't always mean, these horrible things. But it's obvious to me that this is exactly what it's telling you. There's some sort of negative energy that is focused on you right now. And that would make a lot of sense if what you're doing is working on yourself, bringing your energy up, learning those lessons that raise your soul's vibration. Okay? So this negative energy is unjust. Once this happens, you're going to be aware of this injustice. Okay? It could be that people are gambling with your money. That would be an injustice, would it not? Here's your hope. You're hoping for a happy home. All you want is a happy home. Okay? You've been struggling. You've been going through a lot that has been unfair, Libra. And you just want to be in a happy place again. You may even be hoping for a lot of money to come in. Okay? You might be working really hard to bring in money so that you can have this happy home that you're dreaming of. The good news is that this is right side up. This is Spirit telling you. This is why I have a section for a hope card and for a fear card instead of a combination of a hope and fear, because I want to make it very clear. I started reading it like this for myself with these cards a long time ago when I was very young, so that I could sort out which was a hope and which was a fear. And so this is Spirit's way of saying, Spirit knows. Mary, the Marys know that this is what you want. Okay? This is your state of being. Right now you're the Queen of Cups. And I love this card because to me, she looks like both Aphrodite, because she's modeled after Botticelli's Venus. Okay, so she looks like Venus, but with this veil on and this nun type look, and the roses on her crown, she reminds me very much of Mary. I've always loved this card, and this card has, even though I'm air sign Libra, I always came up as this card when I would read these. This is the Queen of Cups, and this is love energy, unconditional love, understanding of others, being compassionate, but also intuitive, psychic. We're a lot more psychic than we think we are. We're a lot more psychic than others think we are. You know, she looks very innocent, doesn't she? She may sound very innocent. She may act in a childlike way. She may seem very cavalier at times, but she is wise. She's learned how to live with this type of childlike joy. Not living for others. Not walking around looking like she knows every single thing so that everybody can be like, oh, look at her. You know? Man or woman, I don't do gender on this channel, okay? But this is the energy of someone who is beloved by others, by many people. She is love. She is intuition. She is grace. She is good, and she is, I'm hearing, pure of heart. So good job. Staying loving and compassionate in the midst of all the crap that's been going on, not just in your life, Libra, but in the world. I just laughed right there because I was, there's a lot of crap going on in the world, and I just realized this is the World card in my hand here. This is your fear card. This, as a fear, is you. Sometimes people are afraid of success. Sometimes people are afraid of moving or immigration. This is a card of those things. But I'm feeling that this is especially a card of the completion of a cycle for this section. This is your fear. You're afraid to complete a cycle. Because what comes after that cycle is, you know what I mean? It can be scary when things come to an end. It could be that there was something that was your whole world. You may have been hanging on to it, but it's finally coming to an end. But the good news is that this is a card of success. This is a card of going through a new portal into a new time into your life. A successful time. Okay? So this as a fear card is telling you, Libra, that It's not that your fears are unfounded. It's like, it's giving you a chance to look at this part of yourself. Why are you afraid of success? Why are you afraid to start a new cycle when this is good energy in it? This is success. This is accomplishment. Okay? So there's something for you to meditate on while you are the hanging man. Okay, so the hanged man, this is, in this particular deck, this is life in suspension. Okay, this is you. This is becoming, and I'll tell you something. I think this and the Hermit are automatic for you now. When you come across, when you're in this energy, and this energy is what's around you, and you find out stuff like this is going on, this is slander, this is slander, this is spying and probably slander, this is deception and treachery and slander, you're going to take a minute. You're too high vibe now to get pulled down into that crap. So what you're going to do is you're going to sacrifice going out and doing stuff or your free time or whatever, and you're going to try to look at it in a different perspective. I've decided I am no longer going to harbor negativity. I'm not going to retaliate or be vengeful about anything like this, because when people are talking about you, when people are messing with you, when you're high vibe like this, when your hope is to just have a happy home and all this bullshit is going on, what this means is that this is your awesomeness, pardon me, is just making other people feel insecure. So what do they do when they're insecure? They start talking shit about the person that makes them feel insecure. So as the level that you're at now, you don't do that anymore. You don't fire back. You don't let this is this devil energy. You don't want to go there. Why? Because you're this. You know the truth. You know what's up. You want to play their game, you're going to end up like this. You're going to end up like them. You've come so far. You don't want to go there. So you're not. Just be like the crow, not the crow, the eagle. There's this story about the crow and the eagle. This crow is attacking this eagle, and instead of turning around and ripping the crow up, the eagle just climbs higher and higher and higher until the crow has to fall off because it can't handle the non-oxygen at that height. That's what you got to do. That's what you do now. And so what you do is you go into the hanged man energy. Do you see right there? That lamb that looks like it was slaughtered, that's his sacrifice. The element of sacrifice. I had a dream about a bloody lamb several months ago. So this is the perspective you're trying to get so that you can feel compassion and unconditional love for whoever is doing this. Because the energy that's underlying all of this is the Holy Grail, the Ace of Cups. Look at, there's the Mary's white dove of peace. This is my spirit bird. And what this is this beautiful love. So you got a mother with 2 children here. It starts with like the Holy Spirit, and then it overflows and it causes all this abundance and beauty and information and all kinds of stuff. It overflows into the world to bless it. So you want a new beginning in love. For some of you, this reunion with someone is very important to you, but I don't see a couple. I don't see a king here with this queen. You know, this is about you. Justice and the Queen of Cups, this is you. This is about you and how you handle these friends, so-called friends, colleagues. So the Marys are saying, we know that this is what you want. This is the love of loves. Yes, this is the Holy Grail. Mary Magdalene's been called the Holy Grail. She's saying that, you know, the reason I have her here is because she's been ignored. She hasn't, you know, we're just now finding out about how instrumental she was. And this is unconditional love she's teaching. Love yourself, others, and every situation, no matter what the outward appearance may be. And so you're like, Allison, how can I do that when there's all this negativity and straight up bullshit going on here? Okay, well, unfortunately, when you rise in vibration, there's others that just automatically get annoyed with it, and they just automatically want to bring you down to their level. So you have to just fly higher. The Marys are saying, Spirit sees what you really are. So persevere. This has an element of perseverance in the face of adversity. You're just going to keep going. Instead of letting your garden rot, you are going to take that hoe and you're going to take out the weeds and the pests and all kinds of things that are messing with your garden. You're just going to keep going. And I'm very happy about that. Now, the oracles that I'm going to use today are the Angel Answers deck, because the angels are very much with the Marys, and the Archangel Oracle cards from Doreen Virtue. But before I do that, I want to clarify. I'm going to get out my little bitty guys here, although I'm already running at 33 minutes here. Marys, what is this Devil card? What is this Devil situation? We know that it's injustice. We know that it's spying and slander and deception. What can you say that will clarify this? The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, and something else. What was that? The Six of Pentacles. Okay. So this is telling me, Libra, that what's going on here is there's some good karma coming your way. There's something that you may have done a long time ago that the good karma is coming back to you for. This is a card of that. Look at, as a coin, as a disc card, it's got this scales on here, the elements of Libra itself. So I really feel like the Marys are saying, this is all you. This is just who you are, Libra. This is your success coming to you because you've been fair, because you've been kind, because you've been charitable and generous and loving, unconditional, and this new beginning is coming in with this Knight. Okay, this Knight is bringing a change. It's a new life. There could be some sort of success here that is coming your way, and somebody is trying to stop it or usurp it. All right, let's see what the angels... Now, if you have a question, this is the point where you might want to pause the video and think of a question, because there are 2 yes cards and 2 no cards in this deck. I'm surprised that the Popess didn't come out. That's what the High Priestess is called in this particular deck. Oops. That didn't work. My hands get a little arthritic, and it's cold right now. All right. Marys, what would you like to say through the angels? Is there anything that you can tell Libra? Oh, okay. Okay, so I hit Isis with those last few cards. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna read these angel cards first, and then I'll get out the archangels. So this is the first one to come out. Recovery. Okay, now what this means is that there could be a person that you're concerned about that is still recovering from something very, it can be things like from a surgery, of course, or from an illness, but it can also be about things that are traumatic, okay? Now, it could be that this is your energy or someone that you're thinking about, that they, but this also means that the recovery is over sometimes, okay? So you'll know which one that is, since, wow, I think the recovery is over. My phone does, everybody's phone does light things, but my phone has always been enchanted by my energy, because they have their own energy, and I just think that it shone like that with that light, because somebody's done recovering, okay, or very close to it. Now this, look at this. There is success. There's something that you are successful at, or you may not even know that you're a success now. But this, it said it right here. This is, oh man, this is success. This is the success you're afraid of. You might be about to go through some crap right here, but you're going to be successful. I'm sorry, I'm picking those up. As you get older, you just end up making noises when you bend over. So, okay. So I was talking about the success. Don't be afraid of your success. It's going to be beautiful. Okay. Let's see what else we got here. Ask for help from others. Wow. A lot of the times we're not willing to ask for help. It's hard for us to ask for help. It's hard for us to receive. We want to be the ones giving all the time. But unless you learn to receive, then you can't receive more gifts from the universe, and then the more gifts that you receive from the universe, the more you can give. Okay? So then, oh, okay. So there is a very definite no to the question that you just asked. Okay, because there's a no with an exclamation mark, and there's a card that says no without an exclamation mark. Okay, so this one is an emphatic no. Now let's get out the archangel cards here. Now, before I forget, let me just go ahead and do this, how much control you have over this situation, because I can gauge that by the number of major arcana to minor, okay? And you've got 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5. Half of this is your divine blueprint. This is a huge lesson for you in your divine blueprint. You know what, Libra? I think you're going to handle it just fine, okay? This is another test. Do not respond to negativity with more negativity. Respond to negativity when you're in this hanged man moment. Try to find it within yourself, to be compassionate for others. Forgive them. They know not what they do. Let's just do one more. Marys, what else would you like to tell Libra? Thank you so much for your messages. Is there anything else you would like to tell Libra? Thank you so much for your beautiful messages. Okay. Oh, lovely. Okay, peace. There it is. The white dove of peace. Archangel Chamuel. Peace comes from remembering that only love is real. Right? Only love is real. Archangel Chamuel is all about the heart. So this is the Marys saying, yeah, look at this situation through the eyes of love. It's the only thing that's real. Gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. This is a great way to handle this type of attack. Okay? An energetic wave of crap energy. All right? Clairsentience. Archangel Raguel. He is one of the older archangels. Notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings as they signify divine guidance. Okay, so yeah. When you have a reoccurring thought, you know, you're like, God, I just really feel this way. I don't know why. Why do I feel this way? I don't know. Because it's your intuition. Okay? It's the Queen of Cups in you. So they're saying, trust yourself. You don't have to go around accusing people going, I know that you're doing this or that, you know, because that's the low energy you're trying to avoid. But trust yourself more. You don't have to speak about it. Well, all right, Libra, that's what I've got for you at this time. Thanks for watching. See you next time.